I am here, Judge Penny, because I would like to come to an agreement with my husband, Michael, about our sexual intimacy in our marriage. I feel that it's causing a lot of distress at the moment in our marriage because I feel that my husband would like to have sex pretty much all the time, every day, twice a day, 3 times a day. And I, just being a busy working mom, I'm just feeling
Oh,
that I would
he
like
wants to have bongo twice a day, 3 times a day. But the question is, how many times a week? How many times a week does he want to do the Anyway, guys, this is one of those videos that is going to put a smile on your face, on my face, and we are going to have a lot to say because we also have partners, wives, and our situations might be different, or we might be in the same situation like him. For me, I'm older than my partner, and I think she likes bongo all the time because every time she tells me, I'm always ready for you, but she is complaining. That's what I'm saying. Let's watch this, guys. Please, as you're watching my reaction video, please don't forget to smash that subscription button. Don't forget also to give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, and also please comment on the comment section below. That is where the fun is. The fun is the comments. Let's go.
or twice a week, but we argue constantly about it. And it's causing
The
a lot of
judge is a little bit giddy. The judge is, you know what? Let's enjoy this. The judge is going to love this one.
And how you doing, Michael?
I'm doing great, Judge. I feel like I'd like to come to a intimacy agreement because it's not just about sex.
Okay, so let me get this straight. You've come to court, and you're hoping that I can help you to come to some resolution over your disagreements regarding how many times you have sex and the intimacy of that. So you do understand that every man in America
Not only in America, all over the world.
All jokes aside, though, it is probably one of the most critical issues faced in a marriage. Now, I know that you're saying he wants sex a little more. All right. Let me hear from you, Michael.
You know, Judge, I gotta be honest. The good times were really good. I was dating a girl. Okay. And she told me about this Australian girl. She's awesome. And she's telling me how cool she was. And I was thinking, that's great. I mean, she's from Australia. That's, you know, I'm from Portland, Africa. You know, that's funny.
Now, what do you do, Michael?
Hey, I'm a dad. I'm a father.
He is definitely he's a good salesman. He is definitely a good salesman. He can sell shit and people buy that shit.
I'm selling.
Let's go, brother.
Okay. All the good brothers that are out
there.
And you got a good brother, right?
Oh, you know I do.
Ew.
Don't worry about that. So tell me now, though. She's saying you want it every day?
You know, yeah.
Come clean now, come on.
You know, I'm a big judge. Look at my wife.
She's flat out beautiful.
She is flat out beautiful.
She's flat out beautiful.
And,
okay.
But, you know, it's not just about sex for me. It's about being intimate.
I really do think that is an issue, particularly when you're married. It's my understanding you all waited before.
Yeah, we didn't kiss.
Okay, didn't even kiss? On the wedding day, though, when you kissed her, you knew there was a problem?
You know what, Judge? I did.
Okay.
And so here I come out, and, you know, I got my suit on. I'm ready. I've been pure. I've set an example for the men out there in the areas of being right.
Okay.
So I walk up the altar, and I'm ready to get married to my wife. She gets up there, and then he says, will you marry him? She says, yes. You marry her? Yes. You may kiss the bride. I go for a kiss. Turned her head.
Now, this is an issue that I think a lot of people don't realize actually exists in real life. Is one thing here. A lot of times in purity culture, people decide to wait. They decide to, choose.
Yeah, but if they choose not to do anything before their wedding day, once you got married, do you accept to take this man as your husband? You say yes. Do you accept to take this woman as your wife? You say yes. You may kiss the bride. That is the time. That is the time. You've already sealed it. It's signed. That is the time to start to consummate this thing. So I don't know what he's going to say.
Completely fine. Some people like to check under the hood before they test drive, but these people decide not to do that. But I've seen an issue stemming from this, and it's not because you shouldn't wait. I think that it's a good thing to wait if you can. The issue is that because people are waiting stems out of a lot of shame and guilt tied to these actions. And so when you are in a relationship and you finally get married.
Oh, yes, it's true. It doesn't just disappear automatically. It needs time. It's going to take time because you guys have never done it. And maybe you've never seen each other naked. But, let's try and... Would you get married to a woman that you've never seen her naked? Because sex is a very important part in a relationship. Would you get married to a man? Or would a woman get married to... Would you get married to a woman that you've never seen her naked? Because every time you see her, she's dressed up. You don't know where some marks might be somewhere that you're not used to. You don't know how the vajiji smells. You don't know how the vajiji looks like. You don't know if she likes to shave. You don't know if she likes hair. You don't know the boobs aside. So it's really to be honest, is I don't know what to say because I don't think I would. I would like to test drive that car. We've test drive so many cars, and I've picked the one which is my car, which is the one I like to drive all the time. I like to change the gear. I like the way it smells. I like the way it feels. So it's tricky. This is a tricky one.
Nowhere. So suddenly you're married with this guy and he's like, let's get it on and let's start some mattress polo. And you're like...
Of course, it's going to be weird because you've never done it. How do you even start? So you've been communicating with somebody, going out for dinners, maybe thinking in your mind, visualizing the first time. And then it comes that day, it's a little bit awkward. You don't know how to start because you guys don't know how to start. You cannot even speak it because sometimes you just say it. Sometimes you just say, you know what, lady, I think we have 5 minutes. Let's go. Bongo, bongo. Sometimes it's you start without even planning. Sometimes you look at her go past and you look at the back. You'll be like, I think I might like to hit that now. Sometimes she looks at you, you come out of the shower undressed and she looks at the man downstairs. The man says, ooh, lady, you want me now? I can go in if you want. Or sometimes she tells you, I just like to lick it a little bit. Yeah, those things, if you're not used to, how do you even start? So it's tricky.
So I wonder what is going to happen in this case because something seems like she's going to be the one that needs to make some changes.
Oh, imagine that. Imagine that on your wedding day. You've accepted that I take this woman as my lovely wedded wife. And the priest or whoever, the pastor, says you may kiss the bride. And then you dive in. And then she turns her head and gives you the side lip. Damn. Your friends, your families are all there watching. Automatically, Africans will start saying, no, she doesn't like you. She doesn't love you. She is with you just for your money, especially if you've got some money. And, you know, our African women, they will bring up stories from nowhere. They will start doing their fingers like this, telling you stories. You see them changing their headscarf, their wigs, taking off their wigs. And sometimes it just spoils the whole ceremony because people start putting these question marks that might not be even real. So why? Let's listen.
I just got really intimidated because there was so much expectation on that kiss, and we had never kissed. So
how long were they even together before they decided to get married? They've never kissed, and definitely he has never seen her naked, nor has she ever seen him naked. So this definitely
I could see, now I'm married to a preacher, so I'm trying to be careful about this. I could see if you
But did
choose
you?
not to have sex before. I could understand it. But not kissing?
So one other questions I might be asking myself is, are they virgins? Is he a virgin and is she a virgin? Because if they are not, then I think there should be a big question mark in that relationship.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that's a closeness that I don't really think that would have been inappropriate, no matter how you see it.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
And so I'm concerned that you had a problem because even on your wedding day, the most precious day, there shouldn't have been any kind of embarrassment, any kind of way. How'd you grow up? Was sex taboo in your family?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a big thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We can't act like it's not.
Yeah.
Tell me about the relationship. Because you know what was interesting? You said in my notes that you thought the sex was good up until 5 months. And you said that the sex was good up until your child was born. What did you call good sex? When you say the 5 months it was good, what made it good?
You know what made it good was, you know, it was encouraging. It was mutual.
So what's good intimacy?
Well, good is good.
You see, sometimes I like to say it kind of like this. Intimacy is like pizza. And pizza's really good and most people like it. And there's good pizza and there's bad pizza. Good pizza is really good and you really enjoy it. And bad pizza, well, it's actually still pretty good. And that's what this is kind of like. So
I disagree with what he said, like that bad pizza is really good. Bad pizza is not good. Some pizzas is like you are just, some pizza is like you are sucking bad oil. So when he says, so does it, bad sex is bad sex, good sex is good sex. Some bad sex is like you are trying to come out of a muddy puddle. You don't even want to touch anything. You are just like, ew. You don't even want to go next to it. So there is good sex and there is bad sex. And nobody wants to go back to bad sex. If you had bad pizza, there's no way you're going to be buying bad pizza. To that, I disagree with Mr. Zek Place. Because bad is bad. Good is good. And when it's good, we just want to have it all the time. When it's bad, nah. No, we don't want to have it anymore. You go nowhere. You think of it, nah. Be like, nah. So maybe it's the same situation with them too. Maybe it was good. The service was good. The starting was good. The ending was good. And now it's just like, oh, do I really have to do it? So, only that point I disagree with him.
it's missing the actual real root cause of what's going on here. What do you guys think?
Good is good.
It's good.
Okay. But I understand that he does the flowers, he does the cards.
Poems.
You write poems?
Oh.
Judge, I got her flowers this morning.
You did?
Yeah.
That was wonderful.
You know why?
Why?
Not because I'm coming to court. I'm trying to impress. But to just as a sign to let her know I really love her unconditionally.
I think I might start buying flowers two times a week. Or let's say new flower once every week. Because good flowers last for 5 days. So if I buy, see, just put in 20 pounds, buy some nice smelly flowers, or let's say 30 pounds. Yeah. A bouquet of flower every week. To make sure she has a bouquet of flower every Monday. I think that is a good idea. Because if you can buy a bouquet of flower every Monday, dude, you're going to be having head every day of the week. Every day of the week. So that is something I'm going to try and replicate. Get flowers every Monday, 4 times a month. Yes.
You all love each other.
Yeah.
But what I'm thinking is that it's more than just the sex. There's something else going on. Both of you are bodybuilders?
Oh,
We've competed.
You have? And do you all think you have a competition between the two of you? Could that be a part of it?
Yep. Yep. Now you go.
Yeah, I'm getting to it now.
You're
I
getting
know
to
I'm
it.
gonna
You're
get to
getting
it.
to it.
Now,
We
one
got
thing
past
about
the
me, it might take me a
appetizers.
while to get there, but I'm gonna get to the issue. Do you think he thinks you're like a trophy wife?
I've crossed my mind.
You know, maybe there's some truth in that.
Yeah.
But when it comes to pressure, my heart isn't for her to be a trophy. My heart is for her to believe in herself. And so
Okay.
the reason I want her on my arm and the reason why I dote on her and I encourage her isn't because it's about the show. It's really about her feeling good about herself.
I feel like there is a expectation of me that's somewhat superficial, and it's not hitting something that I need. I don't know what it is. Like the flowers and all of that is awesome, but there's something missing.
before we finish this video, there's something I really want to say. I don't know if it's correct or wrong. If somebody can let me know, that would be awesome. Men, we are never ever going to 100% make our women happy. The more you do things for her, she's going to ask questions. Why is she doing a lot of stuff for me? What is he guilty of? If you don't do things, they are going to ask questions. So what we should try and do, to me, the way I believe, is that we should just do our best. Do your best and make sure inside, in you, you know that what you're doing is your best. Because that is all we can do. Because woman, that book called Woman, we will never understand them. Excuse me, we will never understand them. So we should try not to be perfect. We should just try to do our best. That is what I believe. I'll tell you guys one tiny story. It's not a story anyway. I remember there's one time I did something for my partner. I don't know, what did I do? I bought her something. It was just like, I saw this thing, it was good. But you know, she said, why did you buy that one? You should have asked me first. But she said she liked it. But she said, why did you buy this one? You should have. I said, no, I just saw it and I thought it would be good for you and I decided to buy it for you. No, you should have asked me first. No, I was trying to do it. So we will never really do things perfectly to our women. We just have to make sure we are doing our best. And in your heart, you have to make sure that your heart is pure. Everything you're doing it wholeheartedly. Because most men, sometimes we get stressed when we are trying to make her happy as much as we can. No, because women will always ask. Have you ever noticed that if you are too happy at home, a woman asks, why are you so happy? What are you happy about? I was like, I'm just happy. So what? They start asking you questions. So we should just make sure we do our best. And you know what? And let destiny we should just make sure we do our best. That's all I can say.
I need your help with that. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I think it's got to do with the trophy. I think it's got to do with Michael putting me up in this sort of that I'm this glamour queen.
You want him to love you?
For who I am.
Yes.
Like,
No way. Why is he going to do that? You are not £1 million overweight. When he met you, you were not overweight. So why do you want him to just love you all of a sudden as £1 million overweight woman? That's what I'm saying, that we will never ever make women as happy as they want, because they will always question. They will always question us. So let's just make sure we do our best. Listen to what she's saying.
Bottom of my heart, what you're saying, all of us, every woman can relate to this on some level. Do you know what I mean? Particularly when you come from a background where you have some baggage.
right.
There's a lot to overcome anyway. But
Yep.
just feeling what and looking at you in your eyes, I don't really feel that you're as happy as one would think. Could I be right?
So we're starting to see behind the curtain here on what's going on here with this lady. I think that there is a lot of self-conscious insecurity things going on inside her that she's struggling with internally, and her husband is loving her very well through it. And yes, she's a very beautiful woman, and I feel like it has not so much to do with the fact that
Yeah, it looks like she's got some demons in her that she needs to let go. She's got something. Something is disturbing her. Something is eating her that she needs to talk. She needs to let it out. Because there's something might be in her past that is pulling her down. Because the husband, we can clearly see the husband is trying his best. He clearly loves her. He buys her flowers, writes her poems, does all the good things. And clearly we don't know if he's ever done something like, let's say, cheating. But there is definitely something in her. Because you can see from her face, that's not the face of a happy woman. That's the face of a woman who wants to explode, who wants to let out something that is in her, but she doesn't know how to do it. And I just hope she's going to let it out, because if she lets it out, the relationship is going to be, she's going to enjoy this sex. Trust me, she's going to start giving him 3, 4, 5 times a day.
loves her. But it's because they're professional bodybuilders, and everything they do with their day-to-day life, their activities, the things they do together, the things that they talk about, the things they do for work together, all comes down to their image. And when you have that coupled with the person that you're with, there's a fear almost as if that there's going to be some sort of removal of the love and this affection and this trophy if you're no longer fitting into those guidelines. And so I could see where she's feeling a little bit separated from this intimacy with her husband, but at the same time, I feel like she needs to kind of open up.
That's the same thing I'm saying. She needs to open up. She needs to open up. There's something that she doesn't want to let go. There's something that she doesn't want to let out. Because there's a difference between letting go and letting out. Sometimes you try to let go without letting out, it's not going to go. You have to let it out. You let it out, it's going to go. You cannot let it go without letting it out. Letting it out is speaking out, talking to somebody. Once you do that, it's going to go. So hopefully she's going to do that now.
Love she's getting, because not everyone gets that. What do you guys think?
I'm just feeling this great disconnect. I've only been with you a few minutes and I can feel, can you feel it from her?
I can. I feel like I've tried a lot of different things. I've tried the things that are trophy-like. I've put together a $400 spending budget and went shopping for it. I've bought
Do you
the
hear
flowers.
what we're saying, though?
Yeah, I do. But I've backed off of that as well and tried to do other things.
Can I ask her something that you love him? Mm-hmm. How do you know?
Because we're together still. I think I would have left if I didn't. That's my kind of MO.
She doesn't tell me that, though.
She didn't tell you that?
Nope.
He doesn't
Not
feel
often.
loved by me.
Yeah, I think I can relate to her, because like my partner, she tells me all the time she loves me. I do love her, but I think she understands, but she just wants me to be a little bit more affectionate. She just wants me to say it out loud. She's my woman. She's my lady. She's the one I picked. She's awesome, strong woman, but she just wants the action. She just wants me to voice it out, because she knows I'll do anything to keep her happy, to make her happy, but she wants me to voice it out. So I am the same like this woman.
That's
Feeling.
right. No.
Love is what you do. It helps me when she says, baby, I love you.
You know, we came in the court at the beginning saying it's about sex.
Yeah.
Every man
Me
was
too.
thinking, well, I can't wait to how this is going to go down. Because every man wants the sex.
Right.
But then when I started looking at her, that's the one good thing I have about being a judge, is that I can just look beyond what I see. And there is a brokenness that took place that he may never be able to repair for you. What do you want from him? What do you want from your marriage?
To be happy.
No, deeper than that.
Wanting perfection, wanting to be fixed. I want him to be everything that my family wasn't.
He comes along and he finds his dream girl. Because that's what she is, right?
Yeah.
And although it looks like it's about the sex, it's not. It's about when you said, I want to be fixed. Because there's so many of us that are walking around, I finally am whole. And it did not come from a position or a title. And I want you to hear this. And it did not come
To fix yourself.
He can't fix you. You're going to be the only person that can fix you. And I don't care how often people tell you how beautiful you are and everything, that seems to hurt even more. Am I right?
Yeah, it doesn't.
No, it has no meaning.
No meaning.
And I suspect when he gives you the flowers and the cards, since we all being honest, and this is not meant to hurt your feelings,
Yep.
do you feel anything from it?
Not much.
Not a thing.
And it's sad because he's trying so hard.
You want to wake up and know how it feels to be normal.
Yeah.
You are so much like everybody else in America.
Really?
Yes, my dear. And so now you're dealing with a wife. You're going to need some counsel. You need more than just me telling you how many times you're going to have sex. Because I can't wait till after you go counseling and y'all call back and let me know. If I just hear, I'll know. She could probably, I'm going to go out on a limb here. She's saying I'll do it 1 or 2 days a week. Can you go without it?
It's like, I hate to say this, but it's like another thing on my list.
Yeah.
I
You
hate
probably
to say
feel
that.
like that.
I do.
He
I
does.
feel-
But let me tell you what you got to do. Because
Oh.
I'm handling my business just fine. So, when you give her a back rub, you can't make her feel like the next step has got to be the sex.
She gets some daily back rub.
You gotta look good man now. We gotta make sure somebody else don't come and, you know what I'm saying?
Come on. There you go.
I had to go on and give him his props. I was thinking that when he was doing it, he was doing it. You know how they do. You know how you
yeah,
do.
you know, slip down and
Yeah,
all that.
let me.
He
let
does
me-
that.
Let me
Yeah,
get
he'll
everything
try it.
right. Let me not make her mad.
Right.
Let me do everything right so the evening can go.
I can
just the way
get
it's
some.
supposed to go. So maybe this might be the day that I can get some. I mean, really, is that not what's happening?
Well, no. Yeah, a couple times.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, a couple times. Because I know that I can't always be Mr. Smooth. She's smart. She's smart.
Oh, no,
she
I
figured
can
out in a
tell.
heartbeat. So I stay right at the top of the shoulders, crack the back.
Oh, this is awesome, man. I love this. I love this. I love this. I just need to forward this a little bit. I don't want to hear too much of him talking. It's awesome. It's awesome. I want to go today. Let's go.
That she has and the insecurities that she has. Until then, it's not going to change.
Yeah, but you know something? It's about a feeling. If you all did not have sex before, you made a connection on a spiritual level. So you don't have to say a word. When you walk through the door, it's like a scent, a puppy coming in. She knows what you want. You got that look in your eye. You know what I mean?
It's a gleam.
The worst thing in the world is to believe that you're the only ones having it. You are not the only ones
Yeah.
experiencing this. You are not going to tell me a couple that appears to have everything. In some ways, you have everything, yet you have nothing. This man is too good to lose. But don't give this good man to another woman. I would not let him go. I don't know everything that's going on, but I wouldn't let him go. So what you do is, I'm going to advise that you all go and get a good counselor. And really, you're going to go with her. because it's very important. You really want the woman that you thought you were getting. She says she wants to be fixed. You can't do it. So you're going to go to counseling. And then after counseling, you have to know in the meantime that you're going to be fixed. And so eventually it's going to come and you're going to wake up one day. You're going to be able to say what I said. I feel whole.
Waiting.
Just fine. And when you wake up, you're going to have this great man next to you. But you've got to understand also, she's got a 3-year-old, and she doesn't want to feel like a trophy wife. Right. So sometimes, even when you want it, it's just a big sacrifice. Nobody wants to sacrifice in marriage, and nobody said it was going to be easy.
Yeah. Right.
It's hard work. So what I'm going to do is, it's really plaintiff defendant. It's almost like I'm fighting for both, but I'm going to find that you all go to counseling, because I think that is important. And I really...
And please, lady, when you go to counseling, just pick a man for your counselor. Don't pick a woman. If you pick a woman who is single and you start complaining that your husband wants to have jiggy 3 times, 2 times a day, every day of the week, you will be selling your fine husband to that counselor. Make sure it's a man, not a woman, lady. I'm telling you, make sure it's a man. Because some of these counselors are single. They're divorcees. And they're looking for somebody to their box. So make sure that is not a woman. Let me know what you think, guys. This was awesome. The judge was on point. Family court. We're going to be watching more of these videos. And if you enjoyed this, give me a thumbs up. My reaction, I don't know if it's good, but hopefully it's good. Don't forget to subscribe. See you guys on the next one. Stay safe. Peace out.